Welcome back. Still with me, Jon Bauman, and we are going to take a call from Desiree in Arizona. Desiree, you're on the line.
Hi. In light of talking about the health care that the Congress is trying to eliminate, instead of focusing coverage this weekend by the major media channels, major news media channels, they focused on Trump's tweets about wiretaps. Right. Instead of, all weekend, every news cycle was about those taps. Instead of talking about how this Congress is trying to eliminate our Medicare and Medicaid.
Desiree,
Medicare.
Jon and I were
Medicare.
Jon and I were just out there in Arizona, and you just really hit the nail directly on the head of why Jon and I are doing the Hands Off Medicare and Medicaid tour, and what our job is, what your job and our job together is to stay focused, laser focused. Because it is, it's under, what I say is it's under the cover of chaos that Trump is creating, that they're going to try to pass all this stuff in Congress, and they're going to try to destroy our Medicaid and our Medicare.
My husband.
Exactly.
I said, this
Desiree,
is all a smoke screen.
Right. It's, well, who knows? Who knows? It maybe it probably is pretty chaotic in there in the White House. I don't know whether this is being done intentionally or it's just all happening at once. We don't have any idea, but we do know that what we must do is stay focused on all these events, these legislative events specifically, that are intended to do damage to Americans. We got to stop them. We got to, hashtag resist everybody. We have to resist every single one. We have to fight off every single one. And whatever the reason for all this chaos, whether it's purposely to distract or it's just really chaotic in there, we have to stay focused.
And Desiree, are you, Jon and I were just down there. You can find more information about our tour at socialsecurityworks.org. If you go there, you'll find information about the tour, and you can click to stay involved. And in Arizona, you've got two senators. They're not super likely to be on our side, but they're not it's not impossible either. So both Jeff Flake and John McCain, at the very least, they're looking at the $350 million hole that getting rid of the Medicaid expansion would blow in the Arizona budget. So I hope that you are making phone calls into Jeff Flake and John McCain's office, reminding them that they work for you.
Jeff Flake, some super PAC is already running ads to primary Jeff Flake.
Good. We want as much pressure as possible. Desiree, we have to go back to break here, but please stay involved. Get your friends involved. Stay focused. You're exactly right. They want us to not be able to focus on what they're actually trying to do, which is steal our health care. Jon, we've got a short segment here, so I think that you and I can just talk, and then after the break at the bottom of the hour, we can take more calls from people. But this is what I wanted. This is why I wanted you to join me today. It's just so much fun to take calls on Thom's show, because folks are really, they're watching. They know exactly what's going on. And, it's as much fun as I have going out and doing the tour. It's really because people come up to me after, and they tell me exactly what's going on, and they're so involved. We had a person in Arizona who watched, who saw me on Thom Hartmann's radio show and knew exactly what we were doing and was just making calls every day. So I want to spell out. We have 2 minutes here. What exactly? So everybody who lives in a state who has a Republican senator, one Republican senator, what is it that they should do?
All right. The thing that they can do, the best thing they can do is really go to the office, and organize with their friends and go to the office. And as we did after all of our events so far, we took people to the offices and the constituents generally filled something out, talked to the staff. Usually you're not going to find the senator in, but it's worth asking. But, make your feelings felt, make your feelings known. Hands off Medicare and Medicaid. Hands off. Any reconciliation bill that it contains Medicare or Medicaid, vote against it. Anything. Second best thing you can do is call. Second best thing is phone calls. Emails, not so good. Letters, not so good. Letters to the editor, fine. But phone calls have to be reported. And staff, it ties up staff on phone lines. Phone calls are very, very effective.
Yeah,
Go to town halls, of course, as well.
And taking video when you do go to the town halls or you do go to the office visits. I have the video of you singing the Hands Off Medicare when we went to Jeff Flake's. Yeah. So, I mean, like, these are all little assets that create a narrative of the people pushing back.
Right.
In fact, Jon, we're going to wrap up our interview, and I'm taking another call at 1:30. So in the final couple minutes here, lay out what's coming up in the tour. We're going to go to Nevada. We're going to be there March 21st. People can go to They can go to socialsecurityworks.org and find out more information. But what should people know about what we're doing and what they can do?
March 21st, it looks like we're going to the Clark County Library in Las Vegas, and we're going to begin this process of activating people to pound on Dean Heller's phone lines and go to his offices and make sure that he votes against any reconciliation bill that contains Medicare or Medicaid.
Jon
Alex,
Bowzer,
I love you. You're the best.
Thanks so much for joining us.
To the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-808-9925.